Hello, welcome to the course NoSQL in Data Science. In this, we will discuss failover and reliability principles. What is failover and what is reliability? So, how these principles are used in NoSQL. We have two servers to use for NoSQL databases where we want replication and failover. The first case, for replication, we have set up server 1 as primary and server 2 as secondary, then all works fine. Expectation, when server 1 goes down, server 2, which is secondary, not become primary automatically. It remains secondary only. So, is there possibility that server 2 will automatically become primary? That is the first situation. Then the second situation, we'll need three servers compulsory for NoSQL replication so that when server 1 goes down, server 2 will automatically become primary and server 3 will remain secondary. This is situation 2. Then automatic failover. When a primary does not communicate with the other members of the set for more than the configured election timeout millis period, generally 10 seconds by default. An eligible secondary calls for an election to nominate itself as the new primary. The cluster attempts to complete the election of a new primary and resume normal operations. In automatic failover, you can see the top if primary goes down, then election for new primary, then secondary becomes the primary. So at the time the third one is required, that will be the secondary. So here you can see the new primary elected, secondary becomes primary. Then the second backup will be the secondary of the primary. Here the communication, here primary to secondary replication, the communication secondary to primary, primary to secondary both ways. So this is automatic failover. In automatic failover, the replica set cannot process write operations until the election completes successfully. The replica set can continue to serve read queries if such queries are configured to run on secondaries while the primary is offline. This is the main functionality of automatic failover. Automatic failover. Here, the median time before a cluster elects a new primary should not typically exceed 12 seconds, assuming default replica configuration settings. This includes time required to make the primary as unavailable and call and complete an election. We can tune this time period by modifying the property settings.election timeout millis replication configuration option. Finally, you can see the schematic of automatic failover. We are having client application driver, then we are having primary, then two secondaries. So whenever primary goes down, secondary becomes primary, the second backup becomes the secondary of the primary. Here client application driver may write to the primary, then primary to secondary and primary to second backup through replication. Here directly client application driver to secondary read with read preference secondary. This is the interaction, the process or the flow in automatic failover. Automatic failover replica set features a cluster of n nodes. Any one node can be primary out of n nodes. Then all write operations go to primary. Automatic failover, then automatic recovery, then consensus means agreement, election of primary. These are all the replica set features in automatic failover. The following diagram shows reliability. NoSQL databases commit updates to a majority within a group. Let us see here. Latest copy can be read even when an instance is down. The first one update, the second one read. Here instance 1 performs update and read. So whenever instance 2 goes down, the latest copy performs its operation. Then you can see instance 3 which performs the read operation. Here instance 2 goes down. So even here you can perform update operation. Then only one instance receives updates after a standby is promoted. Here you can see we are having standby. Then this is the master. Standby, what it performs update after its promotion. Then initial update from the master. All updates are committed to a majority within a quorum group. Quorum group is reconfigured around faults. Here you can see in these, first we are having update master, then synchronous standby, asynchronous standby, then the spare. Here performs update operation. The second one update, here we are having master, synchronous standby, asynchronous standby. So here quorum group is reconfigured around faults. Here you can see time is increasing from top to bottom. Then NoSQL, especially MongoDB, is built with distributed fault tolerance and automated data recovery. MongoDB is a non-relational database that offers scalability, high performance, reliability, and flexibility. Here you can see the availability 99.995 percentage. Yeah, this is the sample MongoDB. NoSQL MongoDB take a different approach to durability. On a machine crash, one then would run a repair database operation when starting up again. MongoDB recommends using replication, either LAN or WAN, for true durability, as a given server could permanently be dead. These are all the features of reliability. So this is about failover and reliability.